Has your non-essential surgery been postponed yet again?
Ugh, again. And is there anything you can do instead of just sitting and waiting for it to possibly be postponed again?
We're on here to talk to you today about maybe what that other option is.
Yes. Move therapies here in Surgeries, British Columbia, Canada. We do non-invasive, pain-free therapy that has worked for numerous people in terms of either delaying or postponing surgeries, non-essential surgeries.
Non-essential, and talking to our clients, talking to people that have called us about, if they're waiting for their surgery, obviously this non-essential thing is essential to them. They're
Yeah.
in pain, or they're taking pain meds, or their life has been disrupted, and feels like their life has been put on hold for a period of time now, while they wait for this surgery.
Yes. And let's be perfectly honest, some of the negative things that can happen when you are on hold is your pain can increase, your mobility can decrease. Sometimes a lot of our clients have said that they're on higher doses of medication now that they've been waiting. In fact, a few of them have even gone on to much more serious types of meds. So that's something that ain't that great. And life is going by.
And when I hear surgery too, it means a big deal to me, even though it's such a small word. It seems like when someone says that they're going to have surgery, it's like a red alert goes off in my head.
Right.
And I'm already thinking about, they're going to be in the hospital for a period of time. There's probably going to be some kind of anesthetic. If it's a major surgery, then they're going to be put under. And that has some ramifications.
It certainly does. Not everybody, but it is fairly common knowledge that if you're especially of a certain age, it's not the greatest thing to go under all the time for general anesthetic. Your surgeon will often say, if you can do it with local anesthetic, please do, because it's a thing. It's not
Definitely
great for your health to be under general anesthetic many, many, many times.
And then you're being cut open typically.
Yeah. Possibility of infection.
And then also there's a recovery time. That and we've had people where they've maybe had a successful surgery on one knee or something, and then they do the same surgery by the same surgeon on the other knee, and then that other knee now takes them 2 or 3 years or whatever it is, so it wasn't successful. And even though almost all the same it's the same person, it's the same surgeon, but the outcome can be completely different because it is 2 different surgeries.
Yeah. And to be perfectly honest, the surgeries, like we said, it's not benign.
It's not benign.
It's gotten to the point where it's become such common knowledge now that we're just, I'm going to have a surgery in February to fix my butt. And then I'm going to have a surgery the following, 8 months later to fix my butt. It's intense. It shouldn't be the first thing you go to. It can be a magnificent thing and can be wonderful for a lot of different things.
Leanne had a surgery when she was 17 to help her reattach her quad to her pelvis.
To my leg. So it had to be done. But I'm here to tell you that there are some surgeries that can be helped with, or I should say some injuries that can be helped without surgery.
Yeah. Like recently I've worked on a client where they were having hip problems and waiting,
had his surgery postponed.
And then worked with them in our clinic, had a number of sessions, and went from waiting for a surgery to now waiting to go out golfing. That's the new, went from waiting to surgery to like this summer, he wants to golf.
Yeah.
So it's quite a dramatic turn of events.
And he's also said that if and when he ever does get a call for the surgery, that at this point, and if everything stays the same, which we have every reason to believe it will, especially if it continues on with us, that he will say no to the surgery. And he was adamant when he walked in the door. He said, I'm just here to sort of get rid of some pain while I wait for the surgery, because that has to happen.
Yes.
So, things can change, and it's something to really think about. There's, like we said, there's ramifications to everything. And this is a non-invasive, pain-free therapy that what have you got to lose?
What have you got to lose? Yeah,
Especially
now.
if you're especially
Well, and
now when there's
we don't know what the future holds for us right now. So,
yeah.
anytime that I can suggest something to someone where they can avoid a surgery,
Mm-hmm.
because a surgery is a bit like rolling the dice in a sense.
And it can be fantastic, but it's not guaranteed. And you were cut, and gosh forbid you go home and you need nursing care. I mean, there can be a financial ramification to that as well,
Yeah.
even though the surgery is free. Yeah, it's something to think about. And in this interim, when you probably can't have a surgery anyway, it might be a really good time to try something else.
And just as a side, when we work with someone, we're not just interested typically in, our focus is on reducing their pain and eliminating their pain. But typically, most clients also get other benefits, because they come in with a laundry list of issues. And
Right.
their shoulder hurts too. Their main issue is their back, and then
Right.
their shoulders hurt too. Well, we don't just focus on the one pain point. We do a holistic approach.
Yeah.
And so usually they can come out of here and their other issues have gotten better as well.
Yeah, yeah. And they haven't been declining, which, let's be perfectly honest, if you're on hold and you're waiting and you're not getting any better, in fact, you might be getting worse, it's not great. I mean, we want to go improve, not decline. And if we, again, saying we don't know how long this is going to be, and so if you decline for a long period of time, depression, isolation, all sorts of things can creep in that had nothing to do with the original injury.
The original diagnosis.
Yeah.
So
I think that's it.
it's Dale Fuhr
And Leanne Scott.
from Move Therapies in Osoyoos, British Columbia, Canada. Hope you're
Think
doing
about
great.
it. Yeah,
think about
stay
it.
well, stay safe, stay healthy, and think about it. If you're waiting for surgery, but you found out you're waiting longer, give us a shout. We're more than happy to chat with you about your condition and what we think we might be able to do to help.
Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.